Привет, друзья! Я снова с вами. Рада видеть всех вас на своем канале. Мы продолжаем с вами курс B2. Сегодня, как вы видите по обложке, нас ждет разговорная секция. Приготовьтесь много говорить по-английски и практиковать его уже вживую. So let's start. Guys, the first word we can see here is the list of new words for you. And we are going to use all of them during the following lessons. So let's read. I'm going to read it for you with translation. Okay, be attentive. Pocket money, карманные деньги. To have responsibilities, иметь обязанности. To rush about, носиться как угорелый. To have loads, иметь полно дел. A name tag, бейджик. To enter into the computer, вводить в компьютер. To show off too much, выставляться слишком, рисоваться. Skewer – шампур. To fry over an open flame – жарить на открытом огне. Side dishes – гарнир. The line is engaged – линия занята. To take out the rubbish – выносить мусор. To fasten seat belt – пристегнуть ремень безопасности. To vote – голосовать. To do military service – проходить военную службу. Military service – military man – это военнослужащий. Public place – общественное место. Cash – наличка. To kiss on both cheeks – целовать в обе щеки. To arrange a meeting – организовать встречу. Long-sleeved blouse – рубашка с длинными рукавами. Sleeve – рукав. Long-sleeve blouse – это рубашка с длинными рукавами. Short-sleeved blouse – рубашка с короткими, то есть блузочка такая, да? Okay, stop the video for a while and read yourself and write down all these words with the translation into your vocabularies. Okay, that's good. And now let's check the pronunciation only. Pocket money, to have responsibilities, to rush about, to have loads, a name tag, to enter into the computer, to show off too much, skewer, to fry over an open flame, side dishes, the line is engaged, to take out the rubbish, to fasten seat belt, to vote, to do military service, public place, cash, to kiss on both cheeks, to arrange a meeting, long-sleeved blouse. That's right, okay, and the second slide is here. Let's do the same work. A skirt below the knee, юбка ниже колена. Asian country, азиатская страна. To bow, наклоняться, гнуться. Chest, грудь. To look straight in the eyes, смотреть прямо в глаза. Physical contact, физический контакт. Respect, уважение. To press both hands together at the chest, складывать руки на груди, обе руки на груди, вот таким вот образом. To bow your head slightly, это слегка наклонить голову, кивнуть, just like that. Банкет, reverse side of your card, обратная сторона визитки. To smack your lips, причмокивать, чавкать. Chopsticks, палочки для еды. To reveal, обнажать, раскрывать, for example, the secret. To reveal the truth. Or reveal parts of body, specific parts of body. Noodles, лапша. Raw fish, сырая рыба. Hospitable, гостеприимный. Hospitable, it's not connected with a hospital. Hospitable. Insolent, наглый. Offers and requests, предложения и запросы. A traffic warden, дорожный инспектор. Cell, клетка, камера. Filthy, грязный, мерзкий. Okay, so now stop this video for a while, read yourself with the translation, and then write down all these words into your vocabulary. Then come back to me for checking the sounding and the pronunciation of these words only in English. Okay, guys, so let's check. A skirt below the knee, Asian country, to bow, chest, to look straight in the eyes, physical contact, respect, to press both hands together at the chest, to bow your head slightly, banquet, reverse side of your card, to smack your lips, chopsticks, to reveal, noodles, raw fish, hospitable, insolent, offers and requests, a traffic warden, sell, filthy. That's right. Okay, guys, so let's go on. And the first topic for discussion is gonna be about the teenagers and parents, and not only about the relationship between them. Mostly, we're going to talk about the responsibilities which each of them have in the families, mostly. So sometimes we think that teenagers have absolutely free life. They do not have to do some duties or responsibilities. So they are not responsible for. They are responsible for nothing actually. Maybe for studying or. Do we usually, as parents, involve them into some housekeeping, into some housework? Should they do this? Should they take part in taking care of the house, of the cleanliness of their rooms, or only study? So what do you think, guys? Stop the video and answer my question. So which responsibilities, as you know, do usually teenagers have and parents have? Okay, of course, we will have some time for discussion, and we are going to do it deeper, but a little bit later. Now, look at the pictures here, and we are going to listen to two girls, aged 14 and 15. So we can see them literally right in front of us. And what are some of the things they like and don't like about being a teenager? So how is it? Maybe we've forgotten already about this because now we've been adults for many years already, and maybe we forgot. How is it? What does it mean to be a teenager? What you have to or not have? Is it happiness? Is it happiness itself, being young and irresponsible for everything, for anything? Yes, just like now we have to do all the things at the same moment. Okay, so we will listen Sarah and Lindsay, and they will tell us how is it to be a teenager. Come on.
Unit 4, Tape Script 4.1. Teenagers and Parents.
Tell me, what are some good things about being a teenager and not an adult?
Well, for one thing, you don't have to go to work.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay bills.
Okay.
And you can go out with your friends, and you can go shopping, and you can go to the cinema, and you can...
Come on, Lindsay. Adults can do all that too. But what's different is how much freedom teenagers have.
Don't have, you mean?
Well, right. How much freedom we don't have. I mean, I always have to tell my mum and dad where I'm going and what time I'm coming home.
And what time do you have to get back home?
By 10 o'clock on a weekday. Maybe 11 or 12 at the weekend.
It doesn't matter because you never have enough money anyway.
Definitely. You get pocket money from your parents, but it's never enough. And you aren't allowed to buy whatever you want.
Okay. Life's tough for kids. But what do you think it's like being an adult, Lindsay?
Well, adults have to worry about paying the bills and taking care of their family. They can't always do what they want when they want.
They have responsibilities, you mean?
Yeah. I feel more sorry for my mum than my dad. She's always rushing around and she has to go to work as well. She doesn't have to work on Thursdays and Fridays, but she still has loads of different things to do in a day, like shopping and cooking and taking me to dance classes.
So, do you think your dad has an easier life?
Well, I don't know. He has to drive over 500 miles a week.
Sarah, tell me about school. What are some of the rules at your school?
No, there are so many. Let's see. We can't wear makeup. We aren't allowed to chew gum. We aren't allowed to bring mobile phones to class.
There are millions of rules, all of them stupid.
And if you break one of the rules, you have to stay after school.
Well, speaking of school, I've got to go. I've got to do my homework.
Good. So here in this text, in this audio which we've just listened to, we often heard some special phrases just like have to or don't have to or are allowed to do something or aren't allowed to do something. So let me remind you what these words and phrases mean and when exactly do we usually use them and should we usually use them. So these are equivalents of the modal verbs. For example, if we take the phrase have to or has to or had to in any conjunction, it's okay. But the meaning of this phrase is that you must do something but you realize why you need it. So as if you do not have any other way, you do not have the chance to escape, these actions, so you have to do. It's very close to the meaning of responsibility, so you have to or you don't have to. It means mostly that you don't have this duty or you don't have this responsibility, so you can do this or you cannot do this. So it's connected to the modal verb must, yes, and it's actually it exchanges this this modal verb, because must is mostly not appropriate to all of the situation, because it sounds like a bit too strict or too demanding, and like at military service, like you must do this, and if you don't, you will be killed. Yes, of course, in our real life, in everyday life, we shouldn't speak like this with others. That's why we exchange this phrase, like this modal verb must, into a little bit softer equivalent have to or has to. And another one, like to be allowed to, or I am allowed to, or I'm not allowed to, it's connected, and it is the equivalent of the modal verb can. Modal verb may. Like, do you remember when we use may, like the permission, like asking for permission? So, may I come in? May I take this? It's okay. But if sometimes you have to say about something which you may not do because of some power or pressure from the others, so I can say, I'm not allowed. It's illegal or it's out of the rule. Yeah, so I'm not going to break the rules, because I understand that I'm not allowed to do this. And speaking about rules of these teenagers, let's come back to this topic. Sarah and Lindsay, yes, what do you think, guys? Stop the video and talk to me. So what is it being a teenager? What positive factors and negative factors, so pros and cons of being a teenager. Okay, so stop the video and talk to me. Yes, guys, you're right. So first of all, it's not about freedom at all. Yeah, so they say always they complain about being under control from the side of parents, so mostly they are not allowed to do a lot of things, and they have to report in front of their parents where they are now, or they have strict rules. For example, they have to tell your mom or dad where you are and come back home at exact time. So you cannot break these rules or you are going to be punished. It's not about and you always do not have enough money for freedom. It's not about freedom again. Yes, so you do not have always enough money for having fun, for buying some things. But speaking about adults, what they say about being an adult, is it much easier? What do you think? Stop the video and talk to me. Of course, guys, no. They underlined actually that being an adult is even harder than being a teenager, because despite the fact that you can do everything you want, you are allowed to go everywhere you want, you can buy, drink, eat, whatever you want. Yes, it's okay, but anyway, you have to work, you have to earn money, and you have a lot of loads. Yeah, so sometimes the schedule of adult is overloaded, right? So especially speaking about mom or dad of one of the girls, so whose life is easier, mom's life or dad's life? Stop the video and answer me. Yeah, guys, so mom's life is much harder because she's always rushing about, or she's always in haste. She has to do a lot of things, and she works, and she takes care of all the houses. She cooks, she cleans the house, and she takes her daughter to dance classes. Yes, but father has to work a lot of hours. He has to drive long hours, yes, every day for a week, like some, I don't remember how many hours he has to drive, but anyway, both of their parents are very busy and almost very exhausted. Okay, guys, so now let's read this dialogue, but not read, maybe we are going only to translate. So, скажи мне, интервьюер говорит, скажи мне, а какие хорошие вещи от того, что ты тинейджер или и не взрослый? Сара говорит, ну, первая вещь это то, что ты не должен работать. Линдси, о, да, но ты также ты не должен платить по счетам, pay bills, ты не должен платить по счетам, ты еще маленький. Окей. И ты можешь выходить с друзьями, и ты можешь и шопиться, когда ты хочешь, да, и ты можешь ходить в кино, ты можешь, перестань, Линдси, взрослые могут делать все это тоже. В смысле это тинейджеры, ты как тинейджер, да, ты можешь ходить с друзьями, ты можешь шопиться, ты можешь ходить в кино, да, ну и Сара говорит, ой, да ладно тебе, Линдси, взрослые тоже могут это все делать, но разница в том, what's different, что другое, что по-разному, как много свободы тинейджеры имеют, или не имеют, ты имеешь в виду, да, правильно. Как много свободы мы не имеем. Я имею в виду, я всегда должна говорить своей маме и папе, куда я иду и в какое время я приду. И в какое время do you have to get back home? И в какое время ты должна приходить домой? К 10 часам по будням, on a weekday, в будний день, и, возможно, 11 или 12 в выходные. Это не имеет значения, потому что ты никогда не имеешь много денег. Определенно. У тебя есть, конечно, карманные деньги от твоих родителей, но это никогда недостаточно. И тебе не разрешено, ты не можешь покупать все, что ты хочешь. Окей. Жизнь жестока с детьми. Tough kids, очень такая жесткая. Но что вы думаете насчет того, чтобы быть взрослым, Линдси? Ну что ж, взрослые должны беспокоиться, волноваться о проплате счетов и о том, чтобы заботиться о их семьях. И они не могут всегда делать то, что они хотят и когда они хотят. У них есть, ты имеешь в виду, у них есть обязанности? О, да, responsibilities. О, да, я чувствую даже большую жалость к моей маме, чем к папе. Она всегда rushing, она всегда в спешке, и она всегда должна идти на работу также, и она не должна работать по четвергам и пятницам, но все еще у нее продолжает быть много дел или разных вещей, которых нужно сделать в течение дня, таких как шопинг, готовка и отвезти меня на урок танцев. То есть, я думаю, что твой отец имеет более простую жизнь, легче жизнь. Я не знаю, он должен вести машину 500 миль в неделю, более 500 миль в неделю. Сара, скажи мне по поводу своей школы, какие-то правила по поводу, что в школе? Их очень много, их так много, давайте посмотрим. Мы не можем носить макияж. Нам не разрешено жевать жвачку, нам не разрешено приносить мобильные телефоны в класс. Да миллионы правил, все они глупые. И если ты нарушаешь одно из правил, то ты должен остаться после школы. Кстати говоря, о школе. Я должна идти, потому что я должна сделать свою домашнюю работу. So guys, that was the dialogue, so you can read it yourself after all, yes, but first of all, I want to work with you all together, so now, again, after reading this text, answer me the questions, don't look into the screen, yes, and just use your memory and answer me the same questions as the interviewer asked the girls. tell me, what are good things about being a teenager? Good. Every time stop the video and take so much time as you need. Then tell me, what are some rules set by the parents? Okay, what do they think like being an adult? Okay, which responsibilities do their parents have? Good. And what are some of the rules at school? Good. Okay, guys. So finished this, and now you should work with these phrases yourself. So you should complete the sentences thinking about being a teenager. So what you have to, what you don't have to, or maybe sometimes you even use to be allowed as well. Okay, so stop the video, work with these gaps, and then come back to me and we will listen and check. Come on. Okay, so now let's check.
Tape script 4.2. 1,
You don't have to go to work.
2,
You don't have to pay bills.
3,
You can go out with your friends.
4,
I always have to tell my mum and dad where I'm going.
5,
What time do you have to get back home?
6,
You aren't allowed to buy whatever you want.
7,
Adults have to worry about paying the bills.
8,
They can't always do what they want.
9,
We aren't allowed to bring mobile phones to class.
10.
I've got to go. I've got to do my homework.
Good. So guys, we see here can as a mobile verb, and all the others are the equivalents. Equivalents of must, like have to, don't have to, and equivalent of the verb may, like aren't allowed to or aren't, and that's it. But sometimes we use not only have to, but I've got to. You remember that on the course, during our course B1 or even A2, I told you already that you can say, speaking about the owning of something. I mean, I have a house. I may say in two ways. The first way, like I have a house, but absolutely equal to this by meaning is I've got a house. You remember this? And the difference is in questions and that have to, we usually use only in present tense. So I have a house, I've got a house. And when you say the question, you should, in the first case, you should say, do you have a house? But in the second case, you use usually, have you got a house? Okay? So that was all about the owning of something, like I'm the owner of it. Do I have it or have I got it? But in the same way, you can use I've got, have got, speaking about like have to, like the equivalent of must. It's the same way. So it's equal. You say, I have to go or I've got to go. I gotta go. Maybe you heard this. This is the slang actually, like speaking way to say, in a short way, to say I've got to go. I gotta go. I got to go. Yeah, this is because I've got to go. They use so English speakers they use more often than just I have to. Okay. Next, what are some of the things they have to do and don't have to do? Talk about parents. Okay, now I want you to talk to me not about the parents of Lindsay and Sarah. I want you to talk to me about your own parents. If you still have parents, like you live with them together, So tell me about their duties and responsibilities, what they have to. If you are already adult and you live alone and you are a parent, so you should say about your own duties and responsibilities of being an adult and a parent, and compare them with the same ones of your own parents. I mean, for example, so being a parent already, I have to take care of my child. I have to take care of family of no. First of all, I educate my child and I try to do my best to let her get a diploma of the university. So I help her with everything. Also, I have a lot of responsibilities as a parent, paying the bills and clean my house, shopping and all other things. And comparing with my own parents, I remember that my mother did the same. My mother had to take care of the house, had to take care of me, had to control my time, my free time, my hobbies, my friends and everything, and even sometimes I felt myself overprotected. So maybe now I do the same with my daughter. Yes, okay. And the second question will be about you as a teenager. When I was a teenager, I didn't have to clean the house, but I had to study well, I had to read a lot, I remember. So that's why I educate my children in the same way. Okay, stop the video and work, please. Talk very long, okay? So I'm listening here. Very good. Okay, guys. So now let's do this exercise. It's very easy. Look at the chart and make true sentences about you and your family. So you have a lot of things to choose from. I have to go to work. My parents have to do the cooking. Okay. Like my mother has to, my sister doesn't have to clean my room, and so on. Okay, so stop the video and just practice a bit. That's right. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the different forms of this have to. So we in the present tense we have to and has to. In negative, don't have to, doesn't have to. But in the past tense, we have it as the form of had to or didn't have to. Okay, or will have to if we speak about future. Good. Okay. Next, complete the sentences with I've got to. Not only I, just I've got to or got to. So it's just what I told you before. Okay, so you should say not have to, but I have got to. I've got to. Okay? Come on, do this and then come back to me and we will check. Great, guys. So if you are ready to check, let's do it together.
Tape script 4.3. 1.
Where's my briefcase? I've got to go to work.
2.
Look at those dirty plates. We've got to do the washing up.
3.
Pamela and Charles don't have any food in their house. They've got to go shopping.
4.
John needs to get an alarm clock. He's got to get up early tomorrow.
5.
I haven't got any clean socks. I've got to do the washing.
6.
The chef's ill, so the waiter's got to do the cooking.
Окей, guys, so we've checked. Я думаю, на этом мы наш урок закончим этот. На следующем уроке продолжим с этой же точки, где остановились. Вы молодцы, прекрасно поработали, умнички. Всем, кому нужны уроки, все есть в описании к этому видео, все контакты. Можете подписываться на нас в Инстаграм, там свеженькая информация. Ну а мы встретимся с вами в следующем видео. Пока!